Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Crypto Traders Arena. Back for another crypto weekly review. I guess we're at episode 56. So another week in the into 220. What is it? 2024? Is that what year it is? Yeah, but welcome everyone. Hey, everybody in the chat. Nice to see the regulars here. And I don't know. We just had a nice meeting with, Paul and Stefan and I and another gladiator and talked about some things we're going to try to do going forward. Probably have some, I think we're going to have a couple people come on this show here and there over the going forward just to sort of spice it up a bit, talk about a few different things, get some other people's opinions. So that'll be cool. But Paul and I'll still be here doing the same old thing, just working this altcoin investment plan. And we're going to continue doing so all the way up until Valhalla or the Pi Cycle top indicator fires, whichever comes first. I'm not sure which one comes first. So, yeah, same old thing. Cool. David likes the intro music. I like the intro music too. It's so dramatic. And I think we've done a great job improving our sort of like branding for Crypto Traders Arena, and with the help of one of our members, Hanya. She's been helping us make all these cool images like the one I got on the screen here now. Actually, while I'm mentioning it too, Guild of Bulls is up and running. That's her project as well. So if you guys are interested in the Guild of Bulls project, you can find it on Magic Eden. Just go search Guild of Bulls. And really cool project as well. She has a really good eye for kind of design and just, I don't know, making all this cool stuff. So thanks again, Hanya. We really appreciate it. We have a ton of cool images like this, and we've been kind of using them everywhere. And I think it's really improved what we have going for our brand. So slowly but surely, we're just, I don't know, keeping on with this whole project, trying to build this community and, I don't know, create a place where people can just kind of refine their craft. And, ideally we're all just kind of trying to get to sort of what, I don't know, for lack of a better word, whatever professional trader, maybe that's not the best way to say it, but, we kind of, we're trying to create a scenario where we're all working to follow, our trading plans, only trading setups, following our risk management strategy, and just kind of approaching this like a business and not like, unfortunately, probably 95% of the traders active in the market right now aren't doing that. So we're trying to be that small number of people that are actually following this or methodically taking a systematic approach to do this craft as a professional undertaking, if that's the best word for it. As a gladiator, we're trying to be a damn gladiator of trading. But nowhere in that did I say that doesn't mean I don't sound like an idiot on YouTube. I just said I'm trying to follow my plan and trade setups, but I'll probably still sound like a total dumbass as I try to go out and try to make these YouTube shows doing some sort of general analysis. It's always hard to make calls. I don't want to get into a situation where I feel like I'm making calls, really. It's more just about can we identify reasonable places to enter and exit these markets without getting too wrapped up in all the drama and kind of bullshit that everybody gets caught up in. Of course, now the FOMO's starting to kick in. I don't know, like last year, I don't think we had that much FOMO from the public, but I think slowly but surely this is starting to come in more and more. But before I get too off track, I just wanted to say a couple things. One is we did fire up our Capio 1 program, so we are teaching people how to do this. And we did get through the first week here already. And so basically registrations are closing today. So if you have any interest in doing that, you're going to have to reach out to me today on Discord. I don't want people to get too far behind. So we basically just have to close the registration. I mean, the first week was like an introductory thing, and you can still catch up quite easily. But starting tomorrow, we're going to be getting into the all the content, and you'll just fall too far behind too fast. So basically today's the last day to get in on that. Also today we're gonna We have two giveaways today, actually. We're going to do our normal giveaway we do every week, but we also have another one running on Twitter, which we're actually just giving away some funny money. So we're giving away, I think, one soul. We're giving away some Wen. And it's funny because Soul's gone up since we've started this giveaway, so it's actually gotten more valuable. But Wen has not gone up, so that one's gotten less valuable. So there you have it. But we're giving away those two things, and we're also giving away a month, 1 month of our premium membership. So I guess we got two giveaways today. We'll do that, and I guess the only other announcement I wanted to make is one thing. I'm sorry I didn't stream on Tuesday like normally. My internet was like off and on all day, so I just decided to not even bother. I didn't want it to die right in the middle of a stream, so I missed my stream last week. But also this week we're gonna move it to Wednesday. Just we were doing a lot of stuff on Tuesday, and it was all kind of packed up on each other, and so we decided to make some changes. So I'm gonna now live stream on Wednesdays on YouTube at 19 UTC. So I still moved it 2 hours earlier just for all our Euros. It's a little easier for them. And then of course, if you're in North America like me, then it's just right in the middle of the day. So it's pretty good time. So we did that, and then we decided to also stream live on. I guess we're gonna give a show. We might not continue this, but on Tuesdays we normally open our New York session live stream up to everyone. To everyone in our Discord, I should say. But I think we're going to stream that on YouTube too for like an hour or so every Tuesday, just for fun. So we'll do that on Tuesdays, and then I'll stream on Wednesdays. Then Thursdays we have some stuff going for just our premium members, and Friday there's not much going on. That's actually Capio 1 live stream for me, so I'll be doing that every Friday. So just a couple minor changes to the schedule. I think, and Stefan and Bochan have started a new show for just our premium members as well, which is just getting really into like sort of early, trying to find the, new hot shiny crypto. So they're doing a show that's kind of like fundamental or sentiment analysis mixed with technical analysis, trying to find the next 100 Xers for all of us. So if you are a premium member, I think that's going to be on Thursday. I know it's going to be on Thursday. I'm not sure on the exact time, so look out for that in the Discord room. But so slowly but surely, we just kind of keep refining this community, and it keeps getting better and better. And of course, the trading's never stopped, even as even if we're shitty YouTubers, we've been trading the whole time like crazy. So that never changes. And I suppose maybe I'll say hey to Mr. Paul. Are you here? You want to pop on and say hi before we get started?
Yeah, I'm here as usual.
Yeah. You're probably just
I'm
sitting
trying
there.
to find a.
What's
I'm trying
that?
to find an entry on Bitcoin. Maybe I could find a really nice entry
Yeah, that's the thing.
until the end of this live stream.
Yeah, usually every Sunday it's like I'm talking and he gets in a trade, and then by the time the show's over, he's already in a winning trade, and I'm just like, all I did was talk. That's how it goes, I guess. So anyway, holy shit, I don't know if that was a horrible intro or not, but we'll just jump right into it. I don't want to talk too long because, like I said, we had those giveaways. We got to talk about the altcoin plan. There's 10 names we got to get through. I was going to mention a couple things. I'm sure that'll fill up most of the time. And then if anybody has any requests, feel free to throw them in the chat if you want to look at anything specific. And also, if you're in our Discord, we are going to, just any requests in the general chat is always fine. If you guys have questions or want to look at something, just post them in that general chat, and either Paul or I, or maybe Stefan or even other gladiators might respond. But we'll certainly take a look at anything. And then on these shows, if there's requests the day of or the day before, we'll talk about them here. And I think like Stefan will probably come on this show once a month, and Bochan will be coming on probably once a month, and just kind of changing it up a little, just adding some additional content. We're not changing anything about this particular plan, but they'll probably share some things. Like, we wanted to talk about airdrops a little bit. Our group is there's a good chunk of our group who's like working tirelessly farming airdrops right now. Of course, the Dimension airdrop was this week, and that was a pretty good one. Seems like out the gate it was really strong. It's still relatively strong actually as far as price goes for that one. But yeah, they're going to be sharing kind of that type of stuff, and also maybe talking a little bit about like more like up and coming names on chain and stuff like that. So we're just going to add that to this show once or twice a month going forward, and just see how it goes. But nothing will change with this current Road to Financial Freedom plan that we've been working for over a year now. So that'll stay the same. Somebody's saying Link. Well, yeah, Constantine. Well, man, Link has been strong. Holy shit! And yeah, definitely the market's still strong. I guess really quick, we'll just pop into. I mean, we should probably talk about Bitcoin. Huge, epic. I guess that's eligible for the title of Big Green Dildo. It's a pretty big candle, the weekly Bitcoin candle this week. Geez, it's how big is it? 42. I mean, it's from like 42,500 up to 48,000. So that's a pretty big, a pretty big candle there. Of course, we got up into that reload zone that we were talking about and beyond it. And last week the discussion was is that a shortable area? And I think it is. I mean, the shorts. I don't fault anybody for stepping in and shorting Bitcoin up in the short reload zone here. Now, of course, they're may or may not be getting blown out right now, depending on where their stops are. And at this point, like the high seems likely to be taken. I think the question now is that going to be an FU, or is it going to just blast through and move higher? I don't know, but certainly we're getting right up to that old high there. And this is such a key level anyway. I mean, I have this red line drawn all the way back to this high, which I've said a lot before. I believe that high was the confirmation of the bear market. Like if you even look at like moving averages and stuff, you'll see it like daily 200 period moving average is actually right there on that high. It just slammed up into it and got rejected. And that kind of started the downtrend. And so now we're back at that level, which is also Mountain Man 61.8 fib. So definitely, I don't know, it's the kind of level that you would expect. The original reaction we got into the ETF news, they slammed it up there and just got rejected. Price action is kind of ugly now though, because they put this big wick up into the air and then put in a 3-bar top and confirmed that with just a tail. So sort of FU'd that 3-bar fractal, and now they're just right back up. So it's kind of like this ugly range that we have now established with a wick and a tail on each side. So it's kind of ugly. Kind of my feelings are, if 61.8 gets rejected and then it doesn't break down, then in my mind, that probably means we're going to test farther up into the reload zone. I don't know if we get all the way to 78.6 or not, but I feel like probably still have to test higher up into the reload zone here. And to be fair, nothing's really broken about Bitcoin. It's still in a really strong uptrend. It seems like momentum's at its back for sure still. Seems like the FOMO's starting to creep in. I think the only danger is do you want to, I mean, people are going to long into this and get wrecked one way or another. Even if Bitcoin goes straight to $100,000 or something, I'm sure people are going to be longing in here and getting liquidated as there's like pullbacks. Stefan was saying earlier, there was a bunch of liquidations this week from people longing, which is hilarious, because it's so strong to the upside, but people were still getting blown out. So it's not a good idea to be a late longer. Whether you want to short here, I think taking the FU high here, I know that that's Stefan's kind of waiting for that and hungry for this possible FU here. If they, once they take this high, that's a legitimate short opportunity. And just like the reload zone was a legitimate short opportunity as well, it's just not really working. But I don't think Bitcoin's broken by any means either. OBV is still pointing higher on the weekly, so everything's up for the moment. And just a good example of, I'm guilty of this as well, is like when we have like a super strong uptrend like this, it's easy to start wanting to like it's easy to underestimate how an uptrend can just keep grinding higher. Like it's hard to turn the ship around at this point, I think. So it's easy to start getting prematurely bearish, I suppose. Like that's kind of, like you can see it in the stock market right now. Like I was on Wall Street Bets. God, Wall Street Bets is hilarious, but there's a few bears on there that doom and gloom bears, and then everybody roasts them. But it is true. It's you got to be careful with getting prematurely bearish in a uptrend like this. So I think the same for the stock market and Bitcoin. I don't know. Take your shorts if you want, but just know you are fading. Like it's a fade here. We're still fading the trend by shorting Bitcoin. Anyway, that's enough about Bitcoin. I did want to, I mean, it just is what it is. It's a kind of ugly range we have here with the high is this wick and then the low is the tail. And ironically, we're still just kind of like oscillating around the 50% level, truthfully. So like, who knows what's going to happen here? I would say it's still very like middle of the roadsy if on like a weekly chart. Up or down, who knows? But I did want to mention the stock market though really quick too, just because like I'll look at the SPY, man, what it's just ripping. Nvidia's ripping, Facebook's ripping. I didn't look at Facebook too much this week, but it was ripping last week. But man, that doesn't look, so this wasn't an FU. You know, like usually when we see like an all-time high taken out, it's just a question of whether we just get FU'd and come right back into the range or if it has the gas to keep pushing higher. But this looks very much like a rip and breakout at the moment, huh? And look at OBV just ripping higher, definitely not even wavering at all. It's weird though, the stock market seems to be driven by mostly the big names. Like it seems like most of the stock market's just not doing too much. And then some of the high flyers, like the big names, Nvidia being probably the main one, they're driving this higher. But I'll just end with saying, like, I'm just going to keep watching this ABCD and see if we hit 600, 6,000 on the ES, but seems pretty likely. So they're like, it's like a bull market for sure. Like that is a strong market there. I'll leave that at that. But the only thing I wanted to comment about the stock market is then I started looking at the Russell 2000 because I haven't talked about the Russell 2000 in a while because it was so boring just in this range. And, you know, we tested the upper side of this range, you know, relatively recently, got rejected. And now it kind of looks like it wants to take it again. And I've been patiently waiting to be more bullish about small cap stocks. And it hasn't really been the case that they've done really anything lately, except for the outliers that happen to pump. But all I'm doing, all I want to see is this to break out strongly. And if this can start trending higher outside of the range, then I do think small cap stocks will maybe start enjoying some sort of uppiness. And it might be that the big ones have to rally and then maybe some money rotates into some of these smaller names. We'll see. And I know crypto stocks caught a nice bounce, which is sort of frustrating because I'm trying to get into like some of the, I mean, I did get into some of them. Like I bought Wolf and I bought recently, I reloaded on Wolf. I reloaded on like, what did I, BTCM, BTCS. So I did get filled on some names, but things like CLSK, just like that one, this one's strong. So whatever, if there's any kind of dips on the CLSK, this is a Bitcoin miner. Ugh. Look at that thing. It went to a new high. That's frustrating as hell. And look how it just, I mean, I didn't have a bid there, but it just missed Mountain Man. My bid, I missed my reload at 78, or I guess that was, let's see here. Where did I have a bid? I had my bid right at my original, this was my original entry anyway, back here, or wherever I bought that back here. And then I was going to try to buy that level right there, and they, of course, missed me. And man, I was trying to buy, I don't remember, I guess I just still have my bid there, and then I have this stink bid down lower. And of course, they never came anywhere near that. But man, look at that rip. So this one, whatever it is, this one seems a little stronger, but all of them caught like a pretty decent bounce. So we'll see what happens here. But damn, that's that qualifies as a big green dildo. So anyway, it looks like 38.2 might be in the future for the CLSK. So, but man, that one's a little frustrating to me because I am long because I did get a double here and I do have a free position from the first time, but I really wanted to reload here. So anyway, I'm watching the crypto stocks. I'm kind of hoping that the small cap stock market can maybe catch a bid so I could maybe trade some of those things. And that's it for the old stock market. And I'll talk about crypto stocks on Wednesday when I do that show because there is a bunch that I wanted to talk about there, but I'm not going to get into that today. What else can I say here? I don't think I have. I don't know. I'm not getting too deep into anything crazy here. We're mostly still just waiting for some kind of buyable altcoin dip. I do still think there's a chance we'll get that dip. And I do think there's some altcoins that are buyable. Maybe I'll just talk about two things really quick and then hand it over to Paul. One is I'll show you something that I don't know. Like I was talking about Ren on Twitter and stuff yesterday, I think it was. I mean, whereas like a lot of altcoins aren't buyable, I just look at something like this. I don't know what Ren is doing in the world of like, is it gonna? I don't know what's gonna happen. I just look at this chart and I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot of upside here. It's super cheap right here. There's not really like a weekly W per se, but uh, I don't know. Do you want to buy this at 6 cents? And then, even if I just said like, what is the 50% level, off the, like even just half of the range. Like if I put this on here and just said, well, 50% level is 94 cents. So 6 cents up to 94 cents. This sounds pretty good. So when I look at that, that looks damn viable. And even OBV is like just trending higher. I mean, it's kind of emming out a little bit in the most recent. So anyway, this is stuff like this I'm certainly interested in, and it seems viable. I think if you zoom in a little bit, I didn't even get my level quite right there, but you can see how we're probably in a reload zone there of the recent range. So, I mean, there's no structural bottom here yet, but I don't see why something like this isn't viable. I don't know. Maybe Ren's dead. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know that it's been around a little bit, but anyway, sitting right in the middle of the reload zone. So I suppose that's like, technically that is a 3-bar fractal. It's just kind of weird looking. So anyway, there's stuff like that I'm interested in. So there is buyable stuff, but some of the high flyers, of course, like Sol and Link, somebody was asking about earlier, that thing is just ripping. Those things aren't buyable. Sol, Arbitrum, any of the bigger sort of like the layer 2s, Metis, Arbitrum, all those things are not buyable right now. So the question is, will we get any kind of dip to buy in those? But, there's always, even so, like just as a thought, like even if something like Metis, which went ripping, like even if it never came back to reload zones, there's still going to be like shiny new things that are going to outperform, even in a bull market. So it's not like you've missed anything. I mean, you might have missed the bottom on all this stuff now if we say we just rip into a bull from here and never look back. In my experience in the last 2 cycles, there's always going to be like a new narrative. There's always going to be something new. The trick is, and really those are going to outperform. So it's like, how do we find those going forward? And I suppose that's the point of, Stefan and Bochan are doing a show once a week for our premium group now that's going to be doing exactly that. So it's not like it's not like people have missed anything. I mean, really, the bull market hasn't started yet. The FOMO hasn't even close to kicked in yet. It's just that we haven't really got a dip that we were hoping for. So we'll see. We really need Bitcoin to just roll over here, to be honest. So anyway, check out Ren if you're interested. That's something cheap. And then the last thing I'll talk about before is how I got front ran. I realized everybody's front running me like on this SPA trade. I talked about this SPA trade all over the place for like all through here. I was saying, I just like to buy W breakouts around 78.6 and I got front ran by a few ticks here. So, and I started getting messages from people saying they all got doubles off on that move. So that's awesome. And it's just kind of funny how that happens, I suppose. I don't know how many people heard me talking about that and decided to put their bids in right in front of me. But it's hilarious that happens. I just got barely missed there. But really the point is, I don't care about that. The point is, this is still the going forward. This is my approach. Anytime I can buy that W tag, this is a perfect example. Sure, it didn't quite hit the level, but look what happened on the other side. Instant double, basically. I mean, it took a couple weeks, but. So yeah, I'm still sticking with this story. That's my approach going forward, is anytime I can find any kind of W's, weekly W breakouts and price dumping back down into that level, I'm just going to hit that level going forward. I'm not waiting for any more W's. I think we're just lucky if we get that kind of thing. But you can see how it happened. I mean, it will happen on a lot of these coins. It will. So I'm just trying to go and find those. So this one I missed. No big deal. I was long from here, so I still have a free position. I got a double off here. We'll see what happens. So I'll probably have to work my bids a few ticks higher than what I'm saying. That's the real lesson. And to be fair, that's another thing, is 78.6 is a huge level. I'm certainly not the only person that does this. So, you might consider, you can see how my bid was even actually higher than I was a little higher anyway. And I usually do even, just if my bid is written right here, that's not exactly where my bid is typically, but you can see how I'm even above 78.6. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this. I'm not going to, I mean, this one's perfect. Look how the weekly W breakout, even though it is this big wick to the upside, it's right at 78.6 now. So that was just a huge level on this thing. And I tried to front run that level a little bit, but not enough apparently. Somebody told me they've been using the sweet spot here because they're a little more aggressive, and that's not a bad idea. You could always work your bid in the middle of the reload zone, and then you would have gotten nice fills here. So, but that's my plan. I'm sticking to it. I'm buying the pullbacks into these W's. I guess that's it for me for my not such a great intro, maybe. But as Mr. Paul, if you're ready to talk about the plan, we could do that. He's probably like working airdrops
Well,
and
why
stuff.
not? No, I'm just playing around on Twitter, posting. Nothing more than that. I still don't have my level hit on. I'm trying to get a short, but I'm still waiting.
You're trying to short
Well,
Bitcoin?
Yeah, on scalping level. So
Makes
we
sense.
can talk about our plan. But first, what I wanted to do is just take a brief look what we have on this squad. Some people, they are still general members. They are still without any role in our community. So to get a role in our community, you have to just type a message in the chat. When you'll join, you'll see an empty, almost empty server. Yeah? The server is not empty, but you don't have access on anything. So you have to go and in the chat, you can see you have the start here, and the first message is just to request to be verified in the chat. When you join, you get a message. Type verify me in the chat, and you'll get a role. After you type in the chat, you'll see a lot of channels. Even as a free member without paying anything. So when you have the role, you can see you have access on a lot of things, and you can play around and look in every channel, see if it's something useful for you or not. But I recommend to everyone to start with this channel. Says pretty clear, start here, and here you can see what verified members have access. You can see you have some channels where you can find some nice information for you. What premium members have access, they have access mostly on everything. Now, educational programs, Capua 1, we present what Capua 1, briefly, what Capua 1 means and what you'll get in Capua 1. Well, what we have the program lower so you'll know what live streams and what we'll do every week. We will change this one. We want to adapt and get a bit better, because everything was focused on Tuesday and is not okay. We realized that for a general member, for some guy who has a daily job, is not okay he doesn't have time to watch 4 or 5 hours of content on Crypto Traders Arena. He's barely maybe managing to get 1 hour. So we split it on the entire week. I think will be better that way. So that's Discord. If you are not a member yet, you should join, because we have a lot of good content, including this live stream document. You can come here on weekly crypto review. First message is pinned on this channel. Just come here, open this link and make a copy. You'll get here you can make a copy, and you have your own copy of this spreadsheet. It's a complete one. You have how to use it, you have investment part, you have the strategy, you have the plan, you have a list. We are using it. If you don't like this list and you want a different one, you can adapt it for yourself. If you want to implement a dollar cost averaging plan, well, you can do that. Yeah. So it's pretty complete spreadsheet, and you can use it how you see fit. For the plan, Well, let's just take a look. We are still in this phase, nothing changed. We are still in the phase where we are hoping for a market, let's say at a dump in our levels, and then to get some free coins, selling half on a double. And we'll repeat that until the market will not allow us to do that anymore. Before halving, I think we still have some chances to get some fills. Maybe even after the halving. In my mind, 2024 will be buy the deep year. And as I discussed earlier with in the meet, I said to the people that 2024 will not repeat until, I don't know, maybe 10 years from now on. So don't lose this opportunity. You'll look back at 2024 and I don't know. You can say, well, I bought a lot of things and helped me a lot, or I missed the bus and I have to wait for another one. If you want to get deeper in this kind of thinking, why will take 10 years, just look on Twitter banner cycle, or go on TRI and you'll see the banner cycle there and you'll understand what I'm trying to tell you. But it's a different topic. Well, on the plan, still trying to get some fills and put some limit orders to get free coins. We talked about last time, let me see where. See on the, we talked last time we stopped with Xlumen, and we'll start this week with the ape. As you can see here, we have the chart, we have a fill, and we had another buy. Now you can see, I'll see it on the chart immediately. So ape, on ape, we bought here. Now, and you can see the market dumped. Okay, if you want to dump. And we said that for us, retesting the opening in the on Binance, $1, it's a good level for us. And you can see this time was a really nice retest of that level. We managed to get in and the market pumped. We didn't get a double yet. So we'll wait to get a sell half on a double here. And let's not forget that we have another buy order here at 4.6. They are far away, so I'll prefer to see this one, this short hit, and then we'll think about this one. So we didn't do an average. We want separately to play around. Because we have 0.5 bot here and 0.5 bot here. We didn't hit a short level. Hands are on our asses, let's call it that way. Nothing we can do on this chart. So we have 1 full percent. We should wait until we'll get a shot. Then we can reassess. It's trying to form a bottom, as you can see here. Maybe this is the bottom, maybe it's not. I don't see that wide weekly W yet. So things could change. In a Black Swan event, this one will lose probably the low, and after that, we don't know how low will go. We bought some. We have our limit orders in the market, and we are okay with that. I don't think is anything we can do about that, about this coin. So ape, let's just wait. If you want to do something and you are reviewing the plan, just be damn sure you have the short levels in the market, and that's it. Now, next one. Near. Let's see what we have on this one. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit and see what we have. Well, we bought here 0.5, you can see. We have the short already, so we have free coins. Well, didn't hit the second level of short, but we are not interested to sell another round here. So we want the free coins to keep them until the top of the bull market. At least that's the plan. So we'll not sell if the market will push higher. We'll wait to buy more. We have this order here, short already, free coins already. Okay, we should reload here in this area. Keep this order, who knows, maybe a Black Swan event, but we should reload here in the long reload zone. Now, I could be a cheap ass and hunt 88.6, or I could look at this level and think, okay, 78.6 is a good level. It's $3. So 1.7 could be a good level, but let's do something like that. You can see this one needs a retest. So let's put this one to reload. I think it's the best one. It's just a bit below 78.6, but it's not at the bottom. I think it's a good level to retest. So let's see. This is our order. So we'll have 1% again. We have free coins. We are allowed to buy another 0.5, and this is the limit order we'll have. Nothing more than that. Let's just wait and see what will happen. I don't remove this order at 0.5. Who knows? You can see we don't have a weekly W. So that means that market could go even at 0.5, maybe even lower. Who knows? You can see this is the low here. That's why we have this one. A retest of this level now is not probable, but it's still possible. So why not? The money are sitting there in our account, so they are not doing anything. So why not? Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. That's near. We can try to buy another 0.5 here, and that's it. Now, fill. We have a fill on fill. Let's see how the chart is looking. Well, on higher time frame, on weekly chart, you can see it. It's at the bottom, looks like it's dead. And even if we put some indicators, you can see it's moving, but looks dead on higher time frame. Now, let's zoom in and see what we have. Well, it's not dead. That's for sure. We had the pump. We had the dump. We bought 0.5. You can see the W breaking out. We have free coins now. We can reload here, or if you want to get more confluence, let's say we'll take this high and we'll take this low, and it's the same level. So this is an area where I'm interested to buy it again. And I think let's not overcomplicate things. We'll buy at the same level. So we can write here, we bought 0.5 and we'll reload. Now, if the market will come back here, we'll reload another 0.5 and then we can wait. Pretty simple. You can see it's not that big wide W we wanted, but we have a weekly W on this one. It's a weekly one, took 2 or 3 months. I think this is a range. So I think this low and this high will form a range, and we can stay in this range. So between 2.5 and 9.5, well, pretty good range. We can make a lot of free coins if we'll play around in this area. And you can see, why not? The longer the channel, the bigger the run. Let's hope we'll get a chance to reload and sell half on a double and reload again. So on field, we should reload at the same level. At least that's my view of the market. Now let's take a look at the next one. The next one is Algo. Well, on Algo, we bought this one. So we bought 10 cents, we sold at 20 cents, and I said we should reload. We should reload here. Keep in mind, on Algo, we still have this order. We bought at 20 cents, and we should sell at 40 cents. So let's think about that and maybe put your order in the market. Who knows when will be hit? But if you have it there, Binance usually Binance is not deleting the order. So set and forget, it's the best solution. I think to reload here in this area, it's a good thing. If we'll zoom in a little bit more, you can see here, this is the breakout level. This is the W. This is the breakout, and we don't have a clear retest here. I think this is the level we want to buy again. So either we are cheap asses and we are waiting for 10 cents even, or we can put it at 10 and something. I think this is the better one. So buy here sounds good for me. And repeat the process how many times we'll get the chance. It's that simple. The more the better for us. Okay, that's algo. Let's take a look at the next one. So next one is vet. Well, I said I don't want to buy vet if it doesn't reach my level. And guess what? Didn't reach my level. And we don't have any vet. I'm not worried about vet. It's a old altcoin, pumped really nice last time, but I don't like to chase. That's my thing. I don't want. I saw how low this one could go and how long consolidation could last. So no, I still keep this order. Still think 1.1 cents. It's a good level. If I'll see a W here, I will reassess and maybe I'll buy 0.5. So that's the main thing. Let's see what we have here. Well, what I can do, to be honest, I'm not hoping for this one anymore. So I could change this one here. Now, let's not be greedy goblins. So I have this order here at 1 cent. Honestly, you can see we have some room to go even lower to retest some levels, but maybe something changed. Maybe we'll not get so low. Let's buy 0.5. It's not the end of the world. We'll buy 0.5 at 78.6 from this move up, and then we have the other order below. So we have something to adjust on that. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. And the next one is QNT. Let's see what we have. I think we don't have a fill on this one either. No, we are trying to buy this level. Maybe I was a bit greedy goblin, but I still think we should get that level. I think we'll get a fill here. So nothing to do on this one. I don't see a reason to modify this order or do something else for the moment. I still think we'll reach this level. If I'm wrong and I'll see W's and I prefer to buy it higher than to do stupid things and chase the market. So nothing to do on this one. We still have some, let's see, we have ICP. Let's see what this one does. Well, if you look at the entire chart, it doesn't look too great, but I saw some smart people, at least I think they are smarter than me, saying that this one has a bright future. So why not? I think we bought first at $4.50. We have a fill. We have a short on this one at 9 cents. We didn't do anything else. 0.545, but why I have the short here, I don't get it. Our short should be at $9. Maybe it was a mistake, who knows? Maybe I modify it without knowing. So we have a short, we didn't do anything with the rest. We still have some free coins, and I think reloading at the same level, $4.50 could be a good thing. I don't think we should do anything else. You can see here, if you look back, it looks like a support or resistance level. Maybe will be retested. Why not? We have free coins, so it's okay for us. Like I said, Noodles said that ICP is really nice and will show us good results this bull market. I didn't pay too much attention. I just saw that, and maybe it's a good idea to load and reload until this consolidation is over. If we get more free coins, even better for us. I'll keep allocating 1%, so nothing more than that. Just another confluence. If Noodle is bullish, I didn't pay more attention, but looks good or seems good. Let's take a look at the next one. Phantom. Okay, let's see. FTM. Well, we bought 0.5 here. We sold. We have a free position. Let's zoom in a little bit. A really nice range playing around here. Why not? We still have this order below. I think it's okay. I'll keep this one just for fun, just to keep it here. You want to buy it now? What you got? You have free position. And you want to buy it again? Uh, It's pretty simple. Same level. You can see where we bought it 78.6 now. So we can say bought point 0.5 and we'll reload. Why not? We have free position. We have that 0.5 free. We can buy again and repeat the process. If something will happen, something, I don't know, ugly will happen with this one or in general with crypto, we'll get some fields lower and we'll get really fast. I think we'll get really fast a double if we'll touch that level. But for the moment, slow and steady. Look at this chart. Doesn't look like it's the bull market. It's here yet, and I prefer to see it that way. I prefer to see it in a range and to accumulate more. But in the same time, guys, don't think this kind of market, ranging market and accumulating will last forever. I know some people they didn't do anything on this plan. Well, I have time. I'll do it. Well, I'll wait. Well, wait, but not too much because you'll lose the buzz. The next one it's a bit far away. I know the same people will ask me what to buy and almost to the top of the market. It's not the first time, so I know what will happen. What probably will happen. Don't be that guy. The plan is free. The levels are there. Binance, it's easy to put the order in the market and wait. The smallest amount, it's $1,000 or $2,000. It's not a big amount for most of you. Why you don't implement a plan like this? I don't know. Anyway, just a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. None of us are. So if you want to do something, please, when you copy this plan, read the red part. I should put it a bigger a little bit. It's too small. I think we will change that. Okay, so we talked about this one. Range, I like it. Okay, give me a reload. I'll sell half on a double again and again and again, and I'll accumulate with the same money a lot of free coins. That's the best. Well, Ethereum has the same unlimited supply, DMAC. Yeah? So let's keep that in mind. I'm not saying ICP it's Ethereum, but they have the same problem, and you can see the price is holding. Okay, let's see. Road to finance. Let's see the next one. We have flow and EOS. EOS. Okay, let's see flow first. So on flow, you can see what is happening. On higher time frame and overall chart, well, this one is not, it looks like a shit coin, like a meme coin on Solana. Yeah, it looks like that way, but here you should pay attention. Let's see what we have on. We have a fill. I think we bought some here, or we bought all the way up here and we didn't bought again. So we have 1.3 first time, and then we don't have anything else. Nope. So we bought at 1.3 and we are waiting. We are waiting for another big W to buy again. Well, on this one, I think I should do something better. I get it. We bought at 1.3. We bought a bit too high. I even remember when I said that, I said to Kevin, I'll buy this one, looks bullish. Well, I was wrong. And now I should pay attention. I'm not putting anything else. Let's see long reload zone. And you can see 61.8, 78.6. In this area, we should pay attention and we should buy another 0.5, do an average and play around. I want to participate in this one. So let's put this one. Let's make it a limit order. Hopefully, I will not forget to put in my Binance. Now, let's buy another 0.5 here at 60 cents. And let's do an average and hope for a double. We'll bring our average down and we can move our short level lower And after that, we should leave with the results. I see this weekly double. It's a small one, but I see it here. I see that OBV is behaving acceptably. RSI on weekly, it's above 50 line, is rejecting from 50 line. So I'll try to buy it at this level at 64 cents. Do an average with 1.3 and get a shot, and that's it. I'll not overcomplicate things. I think it's the best solution for me, at least with this plan. So that's it with this one. Well, let's talk about the last one. Well. What we have here, EOS. Well, all generations or people who have more than 4 years in crypto know what I'm talking about. Up and down, up and down. A lot of people said that, well, didn't perform. Well, uh, it's all we had with this one. You can see I made some money. I'll be honest, I made some money, not too much, but I made some money in the last bull market with the EOS because I bought here and I bought here at $4. And I remember I said to multiple people, okay, buy it here at $4 because it will probably go up. And you can see what happened. Get some doubles, but from this level from I don't know, $1 we can get I don't know, $2 to get a free position, definitely, yeah. And from that point, if we'll get $10, well, why not? Not the best one. If they'll not do something special, they'll not pump too much. But in a bullish environment, I think we'll uh, we'll we'll just mimic the rest and we'll bounce a little bit, at least to make some money. If they will recover and they'll do something different, or will start putting things together. This one had a lot of a great community in the past. Still has some. And they could pump really nice. Okay, that's the EOS, and that's the last one for this live stream. And next week we'll start with Mana, Ave, and the rest. We still have some holes here. I think we should maybe after the halvening, maybe until the fall, we'll get some fills. And we'll try to play around, play ball, just buy low, sell half on a double, reload. If you think you are a bit too late on this plan, you can start a dollar cost averaging plan. You saw me how I'm looking at the charts, and let's zoom in again. Let's take algo for example, where I try to buy. If you'll see the market going back in the long reload zone, you can say when the market will touch 61.8, from that point I'll start dollar cost averaging. Well, and you can put it in your plan. I'll buy every Monday a certain amount, same dollar value, until the market will leave that long reload zone. You don't want to put a time frame, you don't want to put anything. Let the market tell you when you'll stop. How much time the market will be below this level every Monday, every week, I'll buy $10 worth of it. And that's your dollar cost averaging plan. You don't need more than that. Clear and simple. And you don't need to say, I'll buy until the halving or after the no. When the market is below 61.8, I'll use dollar cost average. When the market is above 61.8, I'm not allowed to buy. And I have a cap. I have the bigger amount I allocating on each coin, and that's it. And then you should focus on when I'll sell, how I'll sell, clear rules, simple, stupid things. And you have a model on our plan, where and how you should sell. Yeah? In this plan, you have a model. You can do something different, but I think P-Cycle Top was a good way to sell your bags until now. And I don't have any reason to think this time will be different. Okay. That's with the Road to Financial Freedom plan. Everything it's on Discord. You have the spreadsheet here. It's a complete one. You can make a copy. You are allowed to do that. We'll change probably, if we'll have time, we'll change the aspect here, and we'll try to to put this document in a description, some rules, and that's it. And I don't know if it's a good idea to put all the live streams here or not, but I think it's better to keep it simple. A new guy who joining our community, if will come to see exactly, okay, I have the spreadsheet, I have the rules, and don't overcomplicate things. Some people, they don't even know how to look back and see a pin message. Yeah, they are beginners, they are used to the different only with Telegram or something else. So why not? Well, let's keep it simple. As you can see, we have some message on the chat. Well, someone is copying Stefan trades. Well, it's full of people doing that. Okay, that's was my part. That was my rant. I'll just I don't know. We have time. I think we have time for two more things. Bitcoin on daily. You can see. Let's start with Bitcoin on weekly, because why not? Bitcoin here is retesting the 61.8. Usually, when you get a retest of 61.8, you get a clean rejection here. Usually, either will do a SFU here, will take the high. There are too many sell orders here, and then will go back down. Either will go a bit higher in the short reload zone, depending how the market will be. But it's not a buying opportunity for us. Yeah, let's be damn clear. I'm forced by my plan to think short here. Yeah, Kevin is right. On daily time frame, even on weekly, you are fading the trend shorting. But looking at the location, I think is not a bad idea. You can see here we had some levels. I think if you are sharp enough and you can manage a position, you can short here. Not because you are bearish overall, just because you have maybe a lot of a spot and you want to hedge your portfolio a little bit. So if let's assume that Bitcoin will do a double top here, will push a bit higher, and then will drop in the long reload zone. You can see where long reload zone is. Your spot bags will devaluate, will worth less in dollar value, but your short will be in profit and will compensate for that. It's not simple. It's not easy to hedge your portfolio. I recommend to be patient if you are beginner. Don't do anything. Just leave your bags there, because you are not intending to sell if the Bitcoin will go down. You are intending to sell in the top of the market. But if you are a trader, if you are swing trading already and you know how to do it, you can try to do that. I'm not talking about scalping like we are doing day in, day out. Scalping is a different animal. It's something not too many people are fit to do. Yeah, it's high emotional, kind of ugly trading, where everything you feel in a trade that usually takes 3 months, you'll feel in 1 hour, half an hour, and not too many people can stand and can support that. Most of the people will break and do stupid things, and then I'll start over and ask why I'm not profitable. Well, you should go back on a daily chart, maybe some of them on 4-hour chart. It's just not for them. But they could still invest properly. They could still day trade or position trade properly and make more money than they are making now. If you see that your emotional state does allow you to day trade, don't do it. I know a lot of experienced traders that they are using only little old lady, not even our adaptive plan. It's all they do here, they're just buying low, sell half on a double, and sell all the way up. They grown their portfolio big enough, so they don't need more than that. Yeah, if they'll make a 10x, 20x on their portfolio in a bull market, well, it's enough for them to live a really nice life. If it works for them, why not? Okay. So Bitcoin, I think we should pay attention here. We should definitely not buy Bitcoin here. You can see the trend line, 61.8, short reload zone. If you're a trader, it's a different story. What I see different, I see a different story on Ethereum. I'm keep saying that on daily plan videos. you can see it's a bit different. Didn't pump so much until now. They announced that we'll probably have an ETF in May. So it's still quite far away. And this one could prepare now to push in the short reload zone, maybe even higher. You can see here a high, maybe should be retested at some point in time. Maybe. But I'm assuming, from now on, I'm assuming that Ethereum will start outperforming Bitcoin. And if Ethereum will start outperforming Bitcoin, some altcoins could do that also. I'm not talking about DeFi. I'm not talking about meme coins. They are totally different. So let's pay attention on what will happen here in the long reload zone on Ethereum versus Bitcoin. If we'll see a 3-bar fractal bottom or we'll see a change, we are already in the long reload zone. I'll watch this chart on daily to try to pinpoint when Ethereum will start outperform Bitcoin. That's my plan on Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Well, I talked too much. We have only, I think, 1 hour, less than 1 hour, less than half an hour, and Kevin has to do 2 giveaways with and draw 5 times. So, Kevin, if you are still here.
Yep. 5 times. Oh yeah, because we added one. That's right. I forgot we added the NFT.
Well, we have the regular one, week by week, 1 premium month, and then we have on the other one we have 3, 1 Solana, another premium month, 200,000 WEN, and I said I'll add another NFT. Let me see this one. Doesn't worth too much, but if you'll keep it, who knows? It's a nice, it's a nice JPEG. Let's call it that
way. Nice. All right. Well, let's go. Let's do it. I'll start with the normal one just to get that one out of the way, I guess. We'll just do our normal weekly giveaway.
Yeah.
That's the one I prepared the wheel for here. Let me drag it in here. Oh, wait. Let me get your screen out of here. Alrighty, let's see here. Yeah, so we only have, typically on our weekly show, we have about 14 to 20 names, people that retweet. And if you want to be part of this giveaway, we do it every week. Just retweet usually it's the pinned tweet on our Twitter account. And it's just the tweet for this week's show. So this is episode 56. So during next week, if you retweet this show's tweet, then you'll be added to this. Looks like the Guild of Bulls is in there. David's in there. I don't see DMAC. Well,
he said he will give up. Stefan, you are not allowed to participate. If I see your name there, we'll draw again.
Is he in here? He's not in there.
No, he's not. He said in the chat that he's not there, but he's not allowed to be there.
All right. Well, without any further ado, I'm going to hit this thing and then we'll move on. So here we go. Spin it up. Oh, that's a new name. Oh, let's get towards the edge. Oh my God. That was a close one. I don't recognize Maximus T. So I don't know Maximus T. If reach out to us if you would like a premium membership for a month, or I suppose I don't think you're a member unless you're somebody that's a member, and I just don't recognize that name. So anyway, reach out to us and
I don't recognize that handle, but reach out and we'll give you a premium month.
Yeah, nice. Wait, Mercurio saying are you sure? Well, Mercurio, you've won you've won a bunch, haven't you?
What you retweeted the other one, I guess, not this.
Well, this is just this is just the regular old one we do every week. There's a bunch more names on the other one, which I gotta just copy and paste into here really quick. I didn't want to do them at the same time because I didn't know if this silly little web page would freak out on me. So I got them all here ready to go. Let me grab them. All right,
Well,
cool.
next time, Mercurio.
I still won. Yeah, of course. Well, you can't win them all, they say. All right, cool. So we got a bunch of names in here. No drum roll. I guess just to reiterate, yeah, we're giving away 1 Solana here. We're giving away 200,000 when. These are all
Yeah, and the
different.
draw will be in that order: 1 Solana, 1 premium membership, 2,000, 100,000 when, and at the last, the fourth one will be the NFT. So
Sweet.
now for 1 Solana, let's see.
All right, let's go. 1 Solana. Here we go. See what happens. Coin hunters. All right, well, coin hunters.
Well, coin hunters, reach out to us on Twitter or Discord and send me your Sol address so I could give you 1 Solana.
Nice.
Well, look in your wallet, Stefan, if you still want 1 Sol. Look in your wallet, you have enough.
And like, who's to say how high? Let's see in the chat, how high do people think Solana's going to go? It's sitting at $110 right now, I think, and then the old highs are like 400 or 500.
I think 1,000. It's easy peasy for Solana.
So whoever coin hunters is, maybe you can diamond hand that shit all the way to $1,000. Oh, I guess the Solana high was 260, not 400. I don't know why I said that. So yeah,
I think 1,000. It's easy peasy for Solana, honestly.
Yeah, 10x from here.
Yeah.
Well, probably. Either way, Solana is probably going to be a big part of the story here going forward. So don't underestimate it. And I guess that was this week too. Solana Network finally went down. I guess it took 400 days or so. However, they had gone for about 400 days before they shit the bed. But that was earlier this week, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you have it. So
well,
anyway,
hopefully we'll go back in the long reload zone and we'll get another chance to buy it cheaper.
Yeah. I suppose right now Solana's running up into 61.8 of its range. It hasn't made it up against the highs like Bitcoin has, but we'll see what happens. And also, I'll just also say OBV is threatening to break here. So it's not M'd out yet, but OBV could break out here, or break down here. Anyway, moving on back to our giveaway. Coin hunters, reach out to us for your free money. And I guess I can just hit it again. So the next thing is the, what are we doing next? The when, or are we doing?
1 premium membership.
Oh, okay,
1 month premium membership.
All right, this is for the opportunity to hang out with us, which is worth way more than 1 Solana.
Yep, definitely.
All right, here we go. That's a new name. Odds Trick. So Mr. Odds Trick, or Mrs., I don't know.
So reach out to us and you'll be a premium member for 1 month.
Nice. Alrighty, well, we'll keep moving on here. And I suppose nobody can win.
Stefan.
I suppose
Stefan said he'll take the Solana, and I said no. No, if it will be the same winner, we'll draw again. But I don't think it will be the case.
Yeah. If we get the same winners, we won't. You can't win twice. So, well, okay. So next is 200,000 when, which would be interesting to see what happens to when going forward. I'm bag holding my airdrop, hoping that down the road it's worth more. We'll see what happens. Maybe it goes 0.
Maybe it goes to the moon.
I think it'll probably do okay. I mean, it's going to be part of the story going forward. I mean, Jupiter is going to be a huge part of the Solana story, so we'll see. Here we go for the 200,000 when, which is a little less than half of what the airdrop was, I think, right? Let's go.
Yep.
Oh, it's right on the edge. That was right on the edge, man. Christian missed it by about the same amount of ticks as I missed my spa fill. But Flavius T02 is the winner. So Mr.
Well, reach out to us.
All right,
Reach
well,
out to us for when. And now let's see the last one.
okay, one more here. So I suppose this is for the Heart NFT on INJ.
Yeah, let's see. Well, that will go.
And damn, INJ is just like an endlessly strong coin too, which will be probably a huge part of the story going forward too. I haven't done any on-chain INJ stuff myself. It's on the list to get started, but all right, here we go. One more time. See who wins this one.
Well, we will probably have on the way with this kind of giveaways. We'll have giveaways hunters, but it is what it is. Good for
Yeah.
them. If they are farming giveaways, that's it. Nothing I can do. I'll give them the prize without any question.
Well, this one is Benkel Jujun. Jujun.
Benkel Jujun, just reach out to me and send me your ING address so I could give you the NFT.
Yeah, and Coin Hunters almost won again there. It was just almost Coin Hunters. So that's Coin Hunters a lucky person, I guess. All right, cool. That was fun. And actually Stefan's mentioning he has a long on INJ right now in our group, a scalp long on INJ.
Yeah.
All right, well,
strong, and we'll probably do great things in the bull market.
All right, well, that's enough dopamine. Now I'm just depressed. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and you have another 10 or 20 minutes to talk about, see if we have any requests.
We do have a bunch of requests. I guess I can cover those. I want to look at INJ really quick just for fun. I mean, talk about something that's not particularly viable as an investor right now. And this is the kind of the status quo of like Metis, INJ, like all the layer twos are sort of like this kind of looking chart right now too. But we'll see how deep a dip can come. But man, even though it seems crazy right now, I mean, that is an M there. Well, that's not totally true. We did tick to a new high there, but there is kind of some M-ish activity in here. But I mean, I was just going to say, like, it seems hard to believe that we could maybe hit 78.6 down the road, but I don't know. I've seen it happen a bunch before, so it's hard to, I don't know. I'm not going to make any claims either way, but just don't be surprised if we do get one more chance to buy these things. This one in particular has just been so strong all the way going back to, I mean, look at that nice little W that came in right there. And then it gave you like tons of time to buy a retest down into that W later. But that was when? That was October of 2022. Yeah, so this thing's basically been in an uptrend all the way since the beginning of the year, I suppose, just like many of these things. Beginning of 2023, I should say. And damn, that's a strong coin. I guess it was up about, it went from 250 was the W breakout level up to, I don't know, what, 45? So, a pretty big move. But let me scroll up. I mean, of course, Stefan's scalp is on like a 5-minute chart or something, 15-minute chart, I think it was. So that's a totally different trade. And actually, even just looking at this, like, it's not that unreasonable to think that his trade's going to do pretty well if we pop up against these wicks. Again, seems pretty likely, especially with everything feeling kind of uppy right at the moment. I think I saw, I remember the first request was Link, which Link has just been ripping. And I don't know. I mean, what can I say about Link? You can see the last time I talked about it, I was sort of drawing my fibs here thinking maybe we could roll over and we didn't. So it looks like trend is still up, and now 38.2 is up here at $23. So it seems likely that we'll just have 23.28. So Link's probably going to shoot up right into 23.28 at least. There's no reason to think it wouldn't. I mean, I can drag my fibs up higher, but there's no top here. That's just ripping. And I don't know what's causing this, I mean, I don't know if there's something particular going on with Link that's driving it, or if it's just overall market conditions. And certainly an uptrend kind of made this sort of an ugly consolidation here, but that's actually like a diamond kind of looking thing that broke out to the upside. And so, pretty good example, at least, of just like recharging. You know, it ripped up, had to consolidate for a while, took off again. Probably zoom in a little bit and could maybe have found a trade there. I don't know. Yeah, nice W came in. I don't know. That's sort of bull flaggish looking, kind of. But anyway, it's ripping higher, not topped out. Dangerous to be a buyer. I mean, if you want to buy Link here, you just kind of have to put it in perspective. You know, if you buy it at $20 here, you got downside risk all the way down to $4 or $5, and upside, you know, sure, you could bang a double out way up here, but that's a lot of risk to be taken to be buying Link right here. It's not anything that we ever recommend doing at Crypto Traders Arena. We don't like to buy ripping markets like that. We don't like to buy into that. But man, you could see, I mean, Stefan had a great call on Link down here at this dip into the, you know, taking out the equal lows through here and setting up a power 3. And actually, I'd be curious to see what the target is on the power 3, Stefan. Do you know offhand, like what would be the target? Because I'm sure it's way up here somewhere, but we might be running into that target. I don't even know how you draw targets on power 3. I don't really know that setup, but I mean, you could call it a power 3, or you simply could just call it a FU move, where they took the liquidity of these equal lows here. They just dipped down, and you know, people stepped up and ate that up. It got right back in the range and ripped. That was a really nice trade location there, which a huge chunk of us all got long in there. Pretty much from Stefan's call. Let me back up a bit though in the other, because there are some more requests in the chat here. Let me scroll up and. Nice bot on 1 inch. David saying, suppose we could look at 1 inch. We could look at, what else is in here? Link, we already did Link, beta. So we'll look at 1 inch and beta next. Trick to 1 inch is you got to put in a letter in TradingView first. Otherwise it'll go to time frame. So I always put like a letter in and then I type 1 inch. It's just kind of an annoying thing about it. Yeah, so I mean, 1 inch has a nice W here. And I bet you that's 78.6 if I draw my fibs here. So right away I know that I'm already long 1 inch, but also you could look at that 78.6 on the money. So this is why, you know, this is a good argument for maybe this local tops in here, and because how close 78.6 lines up to that W. And of course, this little wick here is kind of making that W a little bit ugly, but nonetheless, that's my level there, 28 cents. Or a little higher, so I can't get front ran. But but yeah, same. Technically that level is there. It's a little bit higher. So 28.15 is the W breakout level, which also is, you know, 78.6 is 27.5. So just right in that area is sort of like the sniper level, in my opinion. Whether you want to be a little more aggressive, fine. But I mean, in reality here, this looks like it could go either way, to be fair. There's no M here. There's kind of a, I guess it's sort of technically it's a 3-bar. Well, technically it's a 5-bar fractal. So when we did tick to a new low there, but there's not really a top here yet. But either way, you can easily see kind of, maybe it pops up into a short reload zone off this range here before it rolls over. But, you know, somewhere up in here, it pops up and rolls over would be ideal, and then just comes down and tags this level. And just off to the races after that is what I would say. I mean, it might take longer, but usually, you know, if you can get filled here at 28 cents, then you're in pretty good shape, I'd say. So right here, I don't think you can buy it right here. I could see situations going where like maybe these all become like head and shoulders, where there's sort of like a neckline that's up higher. And so this is kind of what's happening here, where this actually shoots up here and then comes back. And then the buy opportunity becomes here, which at that point will probably be in a reload zone too. So I see a lot of bottoms happen like this. So if that's the case, then the reload zone probably becomes a little bit higher. You know, we'll just at that point drag this up. Well, let's see here. Drag this up here. And then, yeah, you'll probably find a reload zone just a little bit higher. But you can actually see how 78.6 didn't change that much just from that. So, wherever it tops out, 78.6 is the level, I think, going forward. And I think 1 inch is a reasonable thing to go and buy, right? I mean, like not necessarily right here, but just in general, I don't think 1 inch is going to disappear. But there's not a lot to say about it other than that. I mean, there's just this cheeky little weekly W down here, and that was the chance to buy last time. And if you missed it, you got to just be patient. I don't really like the idea of buying it here at 42 because that's already a 50% haircut to get down to the lows. So if it does decide it wants to come back against the lows, you're going to go underwater 50%. I don't know. Looking at OBV, I just see a W working, and then it's just sort of starting to trend higher. If OBV takes out these recent highs here, then it's just going to be a big W. So it's not broken really, but you can kind of see these. I mean, I do still think these altcoins are going to dip. I don't know what Bitcoin's going to do, but man, it just like if I see this, no matter what, like if whatever time frame I was looking at, if I see a situation like this, to me, it's just I don't have a problem working my bid down here and thinking I have a reasonable chance of getting filled. Sure, maybe it takes off, but it seems pretty likely it'll come down and touch that level again. So that's what I'll be looking for. I suppose I don't remember banging out a double on old 1 inch, so I don't know where I was long from exactly. I gotta go look that up. Maybe I did. Let's see here. Not to derail things here, but let me find my... I guess I probably have it drawn here on... Ah, fuck. Maybe I have it on Kraken. I can't even remember now. Oops. Jesus, I did it again. See, that's what happens if you type 1 first. I've done that so many times. Like every time what the hell is going on here? I guess I just don't have it drawn because I remember. Oh, here it is. I remember I started this on KuCoin. Oh yeah, here I go. Here's my trade. Yeah, I'm just long. I mean, I just bought that dip into a new low here. Look at how they missed my double, man. That happens like constantly, I swear. Like, yeah, they ripped it up. Didn't want to give me a double there. Didn't want to give me a double here. I suppose I still have every bit of a, just as much as the 78.6 level might get filled, I have that same chance to get my double filled before it rolls over. We'll see. But yeah, no doubles for me on 1 inch here yet this cycle. I think beta's next, which I don't know much about beta at all, actually. I don't have it. I don't think I can trade it yet, very easily at least. Well, it looks cheap right away. OBV's ripping. That's totally what you want to... Like, I mean, without knowing anything about this and without zooming in too much, just seeing this like narrow sideways channel, that's just a nice long consolidation period with this OBV grinding up. I think it's safe to say there's not too many sellers in the market anymore. There's probably not too many people that are, the type of people that might sell, they've already sold. So a couple things, there's a weekly W here and we pulled back into it. So right away, if you wanted to go hit this level, I can't really fault anybody. I mean, you could argue there's OBV divergence right there on the move to a new low and OBV's in divergence. And the W level's nice and clear right there. So right away, that's okay to me. The only caveat to that is, I suppose, is there's a lot of equal lows set up even all the way back to here. So like the chances of them taking out that level to the downside first is pretty high. So there might not be a rush here, but at the same time, that W is totally viable. So just kind of up in the air which way it goes. But when I see all these lows just all stacked up here, all the way back to the original low here on Binance, it seems pretty damn likely they might take another shot at it to wash all that out before taking it higher. Which really just opens up a nice level, like maybe a nice level is to just hunt against these lows down at like 0.55. If you like it, I don't know what beta is. I don't know what it does. And also, even if we draw fibs here, it's in a reload zone. So this one's buyable. I mean, it hasn't really done very well in the, we're basically sitting at Mountain Man here. So not quite, it's in a reload zone. But the fact it hasn't really done much lately, that kind of worries me in a sense. It didn't really even break out here when a lot of the market had. So it's not really performing along with the rest of the market too well. So that could be a bad thing. I don't know. But looks pretty good. It's cheap. You can't argue that it's not cheap, and there's plenty of upside. If it's 0.06 it's 6 cents right here, 7 cents. And jeez. I mean, even the 50% level again is like a dollar, somewhere up in here. Well, it's even higher if it's probably somewhere up here at $2. So damn. So from 8 cents to $2 is it's a pretty big move. So I like it. My only worry is that it's just been weak uh, of late. It hasn't really done anything. But it does remind me of Mr. Brian Beamish, who always says the longer the channel, the bigger the run. So if this thing does break out, and I think breaking out, I mean, there is a W here, so technically it tried to break out already. But I think taking out like even that high right there will be the real breakout. If it can manage to get above that 14 cent level, then who knows, man? It could really rip, because that's just going to, if you think about that, that's just like a massive W, just boom. And then it's going to go, ah, let's go. That looks pretty good. I don't know. Maybe find a decent reason to buy it. Maybe this was David's request. So maybe if you have a fundamental or sentiment reason, it's probably not a bad idea. Me personally, I don't know anything about it. Andre said, we give better financial advice than 99% of all financial managers I've dealt with. Well, maybe. But I believe you actually work in the industry, so you probably do deal with some people. Let's see what else is in here. Maybe that's it. I guess that's it here. Well, unless anybody has something real quick, that's it for the requests. I don't think we have any others elsewhere. Maybe I can end with a decent name that I've been hunting. I mean, I have like just in this list here, this is the wrong list. Let me see here. This one. I mean, I've been kind of going through and working bids on the stuff that I already have free positions on. That was sort of one of my starts, and I've really just got a few here, but I've been trying to buy stuff that I don't think I'm close on any of these. Well, Spa already I missed, and then it took off. I mean, honestly, I'm always a big fan of XLM. People probably think that it's just a dinosaur coin, and it is, to be fair, but don't underestimate its ability to pump down the road. And this is like such a beautiful chart. This one basically has everything that I look for. So I think right now, these days, it's kind of breaking on OBV, but it still is trending higher. But you could kind of see how I actually reloaded way back here, I think. Yeah, when it just first came down, I got doubles off in this move. And then reloaded at 61.8, and I still have two bids working down at 78.6 and 88.6. So I'm just waiting for that to roll out here. But I don't know. XLM, this is Kraken, so it's kind of an ugly chart. But let's look at it on like Binance, and just you'll see that. I mean, I don't know. Nice bottom back here. We've come down against it. We're all the way at basically sitting at 88.6 of the old cycle right here, right now, and we do have a nice solid wide W bottom working. So I don't see any reason why this won't just maybe put in another W, maybe just take off here down the road. But I like XLM. I have no idea what they're doing these days. I don't know anything about any of that. I've traded this every cycle at this point. So to me, it's just like, all right, well, I'll just keep doing what I do. So it's not really bottomed yet here, but I like that one. Not really the most exciting. I really want to buy this Gods Unchained, but it just won't dip enough. Like this one also didn't quite dip enough for me, but not yet. But you can kind of see the weakness. Like as it comes down in here, I just got 3 bids to sort of nibble it. Nice W bottom. Nice OBV divergence that came in that put in that W bottom. So I like that one. What else I got? Oh, I think OMG was kind of interesting to me this week. I did post this one in the chat because it's a 78.6 W kind of thing. Another dino coin with tons of upside. And OMG has, again, also every cycle that I've been involved in crypto, OMG's always found a way to rip. So I don't see any reason why I won't do it again. But this one's just another perfect example of what I'm looking for here. W breakout came in. Turns out the top came in right and made 78.6 that W breakout level. I mean, this shit happens over and over and over and over and over. So I think I'll probably get filled down here. I'm probably going to have to move my bid a little higher now. But, it's sitting at Mountain Man here. That is an M, technically. I mean, there is kind of a big old M there, so we just barely ticked it through there. So I think it's likely to come down there, but you probably even get filled at 88.6 if you want to be a cheap ass. So I like that one. What else I got in here? What are some of the ones I talked about in the room this week? I did post some. Well, we actually, and for our premium members, we do have our invest ideas room, and we're just trying to throw all these in there. I closed my personal room just because we were trying to reduce the channels here, so I'll just be posting all the same stuff I was posting in my personal room. I'm just going to keep doing in this invest room now. I'll post all my level. Basically, every time, like this, when I did that, I went and worked my bid, then go and throw that chart in that room. I don't know. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't buy that. I mean, if I didn't buy that, I wouldn't be doing what I said. Because anytime I find 78.6 line up with this W breakout, I'm just going to go and hit that at this point. I think the bottom's in, so I'm looking to buy the dip. I don't know. This CHR got way away from me. Whoosh. I was working bids here, and they didn't want to fill me. It took off, so I guess that one's off the table for now. I know that I've worked a couple other bids this week, but what were they? I suppose I could look really quick here. I'm going to wrap it up here anyway. We're at 1 hour and 31 minutes. So I'm just going to, maybe I'll pick one more good one. And then, of course, I'll be back on Wednesday now, not Tuesday, at a 19 UTC to do, well, I'll go deeper in all these. I'll basically just walk through all the bids I'm working. I'm going to look at crypto stocks again, too, because there's stuff I wanted to talk about there. And just like I've said in the past couple weeks, just for the next few weeks, months maybe, that show's just all about working bids pretty much, just trying to identify the names I want to try and buy and work my bids. A couple more real quick, just ones that I've mentioned in that room. Like IDEX is one. Like this is one that hasn't really taken off yet. Let's see, I don't want to look at it there. Well, maybe that's the best place. I don't know. Well, Coinbase is where I've got it. So this one I've already bought. I bought that W breakout. OBV's trending higher, came down into reload zones off of this range. W came in. Now it's just sitting here. It hasn't really performed very well. I don't know what it does. I don't have a problem with that level. Obviously, it's a little under me already. So I like that one for the most part. It's the same. All these look the same in the sense that they all have, I don't know what kind of history this one has before Coinbase. It looks like Binance's chart was the same, but if this thing can, take out these highs, the recent highs at 07 cents, then that's just a big wide W, and it probably can get going. There's plenty of upside there. Probably 10xable to the old highs. So yeah, tested the all-time high will be 10x. So that one looks good. And one last one, I'll end with ARPA. Just another shit coin. No offense to Mr. ARPA. Hopefully you recognize the pattern here. Drew my fibs. 786 is right here. This one's a little different in the sense that it already came down in 76 and then put in a new 786, and put in a new W. So now there's a new W basically off of the old range is 786. I like that level. You could also, personally, I just stick with my fibs right here. I'm not going to drag my fibs to this higher low here. I don't see any reason to do that. So I'll just stick with I like that level there, which I'm already long off that level. But, as it comes back down into anywhere around that 05, looks good to me. And I guess that's it. So probably, I don't know, end with a few names that you guys could consider. Of course, I'll be the first to admit that I'm not trading fundamentals here. I don't know what most of these even do. Probably shame on me. Maybe I could not be so lazy perhaps, but I'm just going to keep buying these W's, take small risk, and just let them play out, because I've learned that, well, one, crypto likes to rise all at the same time, obviously. And two, I think that these bottoms are in, and I like to buy retests of the W bottom. And then the rest of it, I'm going to rely on some of the smarter people in our group, like Bochan and Stefan and Carol and Couture, and a lot of the people that are paying more attention, have their thumb on the pulse of crypto a little bit more than me in terms of like what's hot and what's working. And I'm going to rely on them to help me find some good, shiny new ideas. And I would say everybody else should do the same. If you're interested in, in joining us in this whole cycle journey that we're about to go on, in my opinion, then, feel free to join our Discord, at least the free side. And if you wanted to become a premium member, then yeah, please do. I'd love to have you. And our whole point again is just to, work together, try to all of us, talk about rising tide lifts all boats. Sure, the market lifts all boats in the same way, but I would believe our group's much the same way. If we all are working together, if we're all committed to trading setups and following healthy risk management, so I don't think we can lose, to be honest. And if we all just, sure, maybe crypto doesn't produce the bull market that we all want, or maybe it's muted, it's not as big of a bull market. I don't know what's going to happen. But I think if we all stick together and just kind of, it's like we're all working as a group, but then we all personally have to make sure we're managing our own emotions and our own risk and all that stuff. But if we all commit to just sort of trying to act like professionals and do this for real, I think we can't lose. So if you want to join us with that, great. And one last chance to join in Capio One if you want. And that's it. So I guess Stefan's talking about Lens. I'm not going to pull it up. Go look at Lens. That's something they're trading. It's a newer issue. And that actually might be one of the ones that could be the shiny new thing that produces 100x for all I know down the road. So keep your eyes peeled for that stuff. And I guess we'll just call it a day here. Be back tomorrow morning at the New York session. If you're a premium member, we'll just be trading away as usual. And then we'll be back next Sunday here. I'll be back on Wednesday. And pop in our Discord and say hi. You can always find the link at cryptotradersarena.com. And that's it. So take care, everyone. I don't have any amazing goodbyes to say, but I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. So take care.